Have you ever wondered why, even when you make smart choices, money never seems to stick? What if the very organ that thinks it's helping you is secretly holding you back? Right now, your brain is running patterns you don't even notice. Tiny decisions, fleeting thoughts, invisible habits. They shape your financial reality, and most of the time, you're blind to it. Imagine a filter in your mind, silently blocking opportunities, whispering, "Not now." Don't risk it? You can't. What would it mean if everything you trusted about wealth was actually sabotaging you? Stay with me. We're about to explore the hidden wiring of your mind and why it refuses to let you grow. Before we dive deeper, hit subscribe if you want your mind unlocked. Let's continue. Your brain doesn't just process numbers, it protects you from risk, failure, the embarrassment. But sometimes protection turns into restriction. Ever hesitate to invest even when the data is in your favor? That hesitation isn't luck, it's wiring. Your mind filters wealth like a sieve, and it's invisible. Ask yourself, how much of your financial hesitation is truly logical, and how much is fear disguised as reasoning? Your brain has a filter system, tuned over years of experience. Every memory, every lesson, every parental warning, it's all wired into decisions. You may think you're making independent choices, but the filter decides first. It tags thoughts with safe or dangerous. And when it comes to money, it often leans towards dangerous. Even if logic says invest, fear whispers, "Not now." Have you noticed this inner hesitation? That tiny voice that slows you down, doubts your strategy, convinces you to settle for less. Your brain loves familiarity. Safe routines, familiar patterns, predictable outcomes. They're comfortable. But wealth rarely comes from comfort. The familiar trap keeps your mind in a loop. Same job, same spending, same small wins. Even when a bigger opportunity appears, your brain hesitates. Why risk disruption? Why step into unknown territory? The brain equates risk with danger, even when the reward is immense. Ask yourself, how many times have you walked away from an opportunity because it didn't feel familiar? Fear is the brain's default currency. Every caution, every hesitation, every second guessing stems from fear circuitry. It's primal, built to protect life, but wealth is a modern game. Your brain confuses losing money with losing survival. That's why you hold back, procrastinate, and/or avoid investment. Recognizing this fear circuit is the first step. Start asking yourself, is this hesitation real? Or is it the ghost of survival instincts whispering lies about risk? Your brain favors comfort over expansion. That cozy feeling of knowing you won't fail is seductive, but comfort has a cost. The more you cling to what's safe, the less your wealth grows. Every financial decision is a test, a risk, or a step into growth. Your brain often nudges you away from growth. That's the barrier. You may never see it, but it's there, floating, subtle, invisible. Your mind doesn't always play fair with you. Subconscious thoughts shape decisions before you even know it. Buying patterns, spending habits, self-talk, they're all pre-programmed. Imagine trying to fill a bucket with holes. No matter how much you pour, it leaks. How your subconscious sabotages financial growth, often without your awareness. Recognize the patterns, and suddenly you see how much of your hesitation is self-inflicted. Procrastination isn't just laziness. It's a survival tactic. Your brain delays decisions to avoid perceived danger. But wealth doesn't wait. Every delay is a tiny erosion of potential. Have you ever known an opportunity vanished while you hesitated? That's the delay trap. Your brain thinks it's protecting you, but it's actually blocking your growth. Awareness is the only way through. Your mind constantly compares me versus them, now versus then. Comparison feels natural, but it fuels envy and doubt. You measure wealth not by your own potential, but by what others have. Every scroll, every conversation, every thought can amplify this trap. The brain loves shortcuts. Comparison simplifies decisions, but it blinds you to your unique path. Ask yourself, are your choices yours or borrowed from someone else's story? Your brain overestimates danger and underestimates reward. A small risk feels catastrophic, but wealth is the playground of calculated risks. Ask, is the risk real or is it inflated by habit? Often, your mind exaggerates failure scenarios, creating illusions that keep you safe but stagnant. Recognizing the illusion is the key to stepping forward. What would happen if you faced the truth of risk without fear? Every thought carries a story. I'm not ready. I can't afford it. I'll fail. Your brain repeats these like a tape, and repetition makes them real. Wealth grows not just with money, but with the narratives you tell yourself. Change the story, and you change the outcome. What story is your mind writing right now? Is it helping or trapping you? Pause for a moment. Hit subscribe if this is resonating. You can train your mind to recognize blocks, rewrite narratives, and reclaim control. The brain is powerful, but awareness is stronger. Every insight here is a tool, and the journey to wealth begins in your head. Are you ready to step into that power? Your brain loves patterns. It finds connections, even where none exist. When it sees money, it recalls losses, failures, or warnings. The pattern recognition system keeps you cautious, but it also blinds you. Opportunities that break old patterns are often ignored. Imagine a doorway to wealth appearing, but your mind refuses to see it because it doesn't match your familiar map. I ask yourself, are you avoiding opportunity because it looks unfamiliar? Small wins feel safe. A paycheck, a minor investment return, a small profit, they comfort the brain. But wealth rarely grows in comfort zones. Your mind resists leaps, prefers incremental gains. Every time you settle for enough, it whispers, this is safe, this is okay. Safety rarely leads to extraordinary things. Reflect. Is your brain quietly keeping you in small wins, while bigger growth drifts away? Ever wondered why you make decisions that feel counterintuitive? The brain can sabotage itself, silently redirecting energy, delaying action, or convincing you to settle. It's not weakness. It's wiring. This self-sabotage is subtle, skipping investments, avoiding risk, or letting fear dictate timing. Notice patterns in your own financial life. Awareness is the first step toward freedom. Your body reacts to fear and stress even before your mind fully processes it. Palms sweat, heart races, attention narrows, all signals that risk is perceived. When wealth opportunities appear, these signals can freeze action, recognize them. The body reflects the brain's wiring, but awareness lets you override it. Imagine stepping forward while your instincts whisper, "Don't." That's the mastery of self-control. Your brain repeats old scripts learned from family, culture, and past mistakes. Money is hard. Rich people are greedy. I'm not ready. But what if you rewrote these narratives? Awareness lets you challenge old beliefs. By questioning them, you create a new path. Wealth isn't just external, it's scripted in thought patterns. I'd ask yourself, what story am I willing to rewrite today? Once you recognize blocks, your brain starts noticing opportunities differently. Subtle hints, tiny openings, seemingly accidental encounters, all become visible. Your mind, once blinded by fear and habit, now sees what was always there. Imagine doors that were invisible before suddenly glowing, waiting for you to step through. The shift begins with awareness. If this is resonating, hit subscribe now. You've seen the blocks, you've seen the filters, now it's time to take control. The brain is a tool, it can hinder or amplify your wealth. By observing patterns, recognizing fear, and rewriting scripts, You step into mastery. Are you ready to harness your mind and let it work for you? Every choice, no matter how small, shapes wealth. Mindless decisions reinforce old patterns. Mindful ones reshape them. Pause before spending, before investing, before hesitating. Observe the inner voice. Question it. Awareness transforms hesitation into action. How many decisions today will be conscious, rather than guided by old blocks? Think of money as energy, flowing toward you when alignment exists. Fear, hesitation, comparison, they block this flow. Your brain is a gatekeeper. When you remove internal resistance, wealth moves more freely. Ask, is my mind aligned with abundance, or is it still holding me back? Awareness shifts the energy, allowing wealth to reach you naturally. Patience is different from procrastination. Wealth requires timing, but your brain often confuses the two. Waiting strategically grows value. Waiting out of fear or habit destroys opportunity. Recognizing the difference is crucial. Observe your internal reasoning. Is your pause intentional or protective? Your brain loves loops, repeating thoughts, revisiting fears, recycling doubts. Reflection breaks this loop. By observing thoughts, patterns, and hesitations, you step out of repetition. Wealth is a reflection of conscious choices, not autopilot. What loops are running in your mind right now, silently shaping your life? Opportunities often appear invisible until awareness shines a light. Your brain filters, your habits hide potential, your comfort zones obscure growth. But once you see the path, it glows. The unseen becomes tangible. Wealth is often just beyond the mental barriers you didn't realize existed. How bright is your path today? Now, everything we've explored, fear, patterns, hesitation, and subconscious blocks, points to a single truth. Wealth begins in the mind. The final question is simple, yet profound. If your mind is talking, guiding, and shaping every decision, then who is listening? Are you aware? Or are the same old filters silently steering your life? Replay this video, observe, reflect, because awareness is the only currency your brain cannot block.